So the situation hasn't changed. In the past month, we are facing an extraordinary threat in the field of security. That's something unprecedented, and that's why in March we came out what we call the Rearm Europe initiative. It has several pillars. One of the key pillars is to give more fiscal space to member states at the national level to ramp up their defense expenditure. And in that regard, we came forward with the idea of collectively activating the national escape clause. And we've given the deadline, the soft deadline, if you like, of 30 April to the member states to come forward and actually activate the clause. So the very first country to submit such a request is indeed Germany. So I can confirm that we did received the German request at the end of last week, and we are going to be looking into it in the coming weeks. Of course, there are exchanges very intensively with a number of other member states. In fact, we are in touch with all member states, and I don't want to predict the future, but one can expect that more requests will be coming in the course of the next days, so we'll be keeping you updated about those. And a few words about the procedure, if I may. We'll be taking the month of May to look into the requests. Of course, there are actually three criteria for the national escape clause to be activated. So we are going to be analyzing the requests on the basis of these three criteria. And then in the context of the spring package under the European semester, which is now foreseen for the 4th of June, we will be coming out with the conclusions of our analysis. So this is a little bit the timeline for the next weeks. You know, in principle, member states have the possibility to activate the national escape clause anytime. But we want to do this exercise in a coordinated fashion, and that's the reason why we've come to the idea of doing this by the end of April. And the indications I have at this point in time is that a lot of them are working towards submitting their requests by this deadline. But again, if a request comes in 1 or 2 days later, it's not the end of the world. So we will be looking at those as well.
Thank you, Balázs, also for reminding us of the next steps procedurally.